Is there ever really a good time to go? And do we ever really know when that is? And what do I mean by go? Leave the relationship, leave the job, leave the church, leave a friendship, leave a project, leave a business. These are really hard decisions in life. And it's very easy to get caught in a trap where it always feels like the time to do this is going to be later, not now, later. And then you never end up doing it and you get stuck in the inertia of that. I'm Brenda, Florida, life coach and lifestyle advisor. And today we're going to talk about this bind that we can get ourselves in of when is it really a good time to go? Because typically for any of us, leaving a relationship, leaving a project, saying goodbye to anything, it has a certain amount of stress to it. So how do we know when the right time is? Because, if we stay, I'm sure you can think of a time in your life, I certainly can, where I stayed longer than I should have. And what's the danger of that? Well, the danger of staying longer than is really best for you is that you start to slide into inertia. And so then you miss opportunities that would be available to you. You miss maybe the opportunity is simply an idea for something, the ability to think of a different possibility, the creativity to think of a different solution. Because when we get mired down in a place where we're no longer in alignment, it's no longer in alignment with us, and we're past the time where we really, our inner wisdom knows we should have gone, then really in an effort to save us from staying there forever, things will kind of start to go backwards and you'll get into that inertia. You'll get stuck in anger or stuck in frustration or stuck in the impossibility of all of it. And when we're really following our wisdom, our inner wisdom, I mean by that. And so yours is different than mine, right? We've talked about this in some of the other videos. As a life coach, my role is to facilitate you getting to your own answer, your own wisdom. I do not have the answers for your life. And that's not what this video is meant to portray. What I have are some tools and the ability to help you go into yourself and find your own answer. And then even within our own lives, it's not like it's always the same. This answer fits for everything. No, it's all about discernment. It's about taking each situation as it is, going inside and feeling, okay, what's the right time for me to make a move? Is it now? Does that feel right to me, or should I wait? And what about waiting? Does that mean a few weeks maybe, or a few months? Now, you won't always know exactly. I think it's very much about being in touch with the present moment. But I know when I do this, I get a sense like, okay, I'm close to being there, but I'm not there yet. Or, oh my gosh, I know I need to leave right now, even if right now is this minute, or, in a few days, depending on the nature of the relationship or the thing that you need to leave. And even though that's going to be hard for me to do, I know I need to take action now. So one of the tools that I use that I'll give you just a really quick rundown on now, that I use with most of my clients, it's a tool I was taught in my training and my Martha Beck coach certification, is something called the body compass. So just to be really quick about this, your body always reflects the truth of what's good for you. So if you think about a time where you were really happy, really joyful, everything was really great, and you think about how your body felt, it has a particular feeling state to it. And that's going to probably be fairly common for you. It is for most people. And it's different for everybody, but it usually has some characteristics of lightness, openness, freedom, that sort of thing that is just associated with love and alignment with things happening in your life, or with a circumstance in your life, or a relationship in your life. Whereas when things are very stressful or traumatic or not in alignment with your life, your body will respond, if you can pay attention to it, to feeling something that is similar to being tight or being restricted or being kind of like heavy or clogged up. Those are all words that clients use to describe their body compass when they're in a really negative space. So we would use the body compass to say, okay, first of all, do I need to leave? Is this something I can fix? Can I look at it differently? Do I need to change something in myself about, how I'm relating to this? If those are the answers, if there's a wisdom in that for you, then you're going to feel the openness in that, even if the steps you have to take are a little bit difficult. So easy and difficult are not the same as constricted and open. You can have something that is very easy. Often staying is very easy, right? There's a lot of good reasons we stay in places when we know we're not in alignment, they are not in alignment with us. And we stay because it seems easier financially, easier, we don't disappoint somebody, whatever. But inside our body's telling us, no, 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 this is terrible. I feel restricted and constricted and tight and heavy. And so there your body is trying to get you in touch with your inner wisdom to make some changes. And of course, it isn't always as dramatic as staying or going, right? Those are the two outer extremes. It may just be a shift that needs to happen somewhere in the middle. By the same token, we can think of leaving something, and that can be, difficult. Maybe if you're leaving a relationship, you may have to move, or if you're leaving a job, you've got to go find another job. I mean, these things are difficult. But when you think about it, you have this inner feeling of openness and freedom and lightness, even though the action you need to take may in fact be, quote unquote, difficult. So I hope that's helpful to you. Please let me know in the comments below if you've ever used this type of a thing. I call it the body compass because that's what Martha Beck trained me in. But there's other ways of looking at it. Maybe you've done that yourself and it's really worked for you, or you've struggled with it. So I'd love to hear your experiences below, or send me an email if you want to do it in a more private setting. My email is brenda@brendaflorida.com, and share with me what this has been like for you as we work together to live lavishly.